over Sacramento, but this is an important week in Sacramento. You may notice that this morning, Monica and I are wearing these green ribbons for Mental Health Awareness Week. It is an important week, a time when we should all be giving attention to those who may be struggling in silence and be more willing to share our own challenges. Joining us now, Chantel Allen-Jarrell, the health educator with Sacramento County. Chantel, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me, Richard.
You sent over an interesting statistic about how many people are suffering in our area. This number was staggering to me.
Yeah. So what we know is that 1 in 5 individuals are living with a mental health challenge at any given time, and that includes adults and children. So 1 in 5 here in Sacramento County equates to about 300,000 individuals. And unfortunately, we know that 2/3 of individuals won't seek help or treatment because of the stigma and discrimination that's associated with mental illness.
So stop the stigma. That's the big message here. And it's one that we have seen a lot during the pandemic. People coming forward and saying, hey, we need to talk about our mental health awareness and solutions here. I think a lot of people are starting to talk about that more, but we still have a long way to go, right?
That's correct, and that's the importance about Mental Illness Awareness Week. In 1990, Congress established the first full week of October as Mental Illness Awareness Week, and so it provides the opportunity for advocates, organizations, and individuals to join their voices and unify the message in regards to providing education that surrounds mental illness, as well as providing messages of hope, wellness, and recovery in an effort to reduce the stigma and discrimination that surrounds mental illness.
And your logo for this week, your phrase is mental health. It's not what you think when we talk about mental illness. And it kind of feeds into Stop the Stigma. Yes, we've come a long way, but a lot of people don't know that they might have this problem, don't know that their frustrations might qualify them as needing to seek help or just understand what they're dealing with.
Yes, that's correct. The Mental Illness It's Not Always What You Think project was founded by Sacramento County approximately 10 years ago. It's funded by the Mental Health Services Act, and the goals of the project are to reduce the stigma and discrimination that surrounds mental illness, provide and promote mental health and mental wellness, and inspire hope for individuals who their families or themselves might be living with mental illness.
And the message here, I think, for a lot of people, whether you have mental illness or not, you're going to deal with this one way or another. If you don't, someone you know likely has it. We need to give people a break. We also need to understand that it's okay to talk about this. It's okay to relate to people about this. You guys on your website, stopthestigmasacramento.org, have a wonderful array of some of the myths that are out there, some of the signs of people with mental illness, how to recognize it, a lot of useful information.
Yes, that's one of the amazing things about our project is trying to reduce the myths, provide factual information. Our website provides a lot of information specific around diagnoses, as well as if you or someone you know, you notice that they might be struggling at the moment in time, there are great conversation starters that you can take a look at and find a way to approach your loved one.
StopStigmaSacramento.org. Chantel, thank you so much for joining us this morning to talk about this important subject, especially this week, and especially moving forward as we come out of the pandemic. People need to recognize what's going on and recognize how to talk about it. Chantel, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.